Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Ought to be a good one here between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in his shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Blackman aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love. And as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he hits one on a line to left field. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. Throw won't get him.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. Well struck down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 1 out and a runner on third. Goodness. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte going back on it. Boom goes the dynamite. Two-run shot to straightaway center. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes, or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Batting fifth.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. A bouncer to the left side, played on the backhand. throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A shot down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. That's popped up. Escobar shading to his right, and that retires the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Chase Field. It's now a 3-0 Colorado lead. Kyle Freeland will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan, any thoughts?
Former first-round pick from the Denver area. This guy has really good stuff. I think he's more of a bulldog. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider. That's his main go-to pitch. But you talk to anybody around this guy that knows him, he's the ultimate competitor, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game right now.
Now at the plate, Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Desmond moves over. 1 out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Stepping up to the plate, Steven Souza. His prior history in this matchup, he's had some success, 5 for 11. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Freeland has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this in a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often. You need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys. Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Still down 3-0. Digging in now, Ian Desmond. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Batting eighth.
Into the box now, number 58, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Souza is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. Up next, the Denver area native pitcher Kyle Freeland. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is skied into short left center. Ahmed is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Settling in now, Charlie Blackmon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Blackmon. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Story absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Slapped hard the opposite way. Souza is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Rockies add one more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 4-0 Colorado. Digging in, Christian Walker. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand. And not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
One out, nobody on. Back up the middle. And a base hit. The first one of the game so far for the Diamondbacks.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Wilmer Flores. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 0 for 4. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Peralta leads off first with one away. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 4-1 game.
Definitely aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
No balls and a strike to count. One out and a runner on second base. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. McMahon gathers it in, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Batting it.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Robbie Ray stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Standing in now, Carson Kelly, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Murphy is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. One for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. We've played two. It's now a 4-1 game. Digging in, David Dahl. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
The left fielder, David Dahl.
First pitch on its way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Squared that one up just a little late. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Peralta. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Into the box now, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
No balls and 1 strike. Line drive to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Here's Ryan McMahon now as he sends it on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ian Desmond. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. He's set, and the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And it's not in time. He's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Now batting.
When you mess with the ball, you expect to get the horns, right? Bases loaded, and they challenge him, which is obviously a huge mistake, and he nearly blasts a grand slam. Lucky for them, it's only a double, so 3 runs come across to score, and he stands at second, 3 RBIs richer.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Number 45 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
45.
Into the box, number 58, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Souza going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle.
So here now is the pitcher, Kyle Freeland. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one into right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Rockies lead it 8-1. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the infielder, Ketel Marte.
The center fielder, Ketel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Marte stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Skied into straightaway right. Blackmon on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
Riding in once again, Steven Souza, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Eduardo Escobar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Stepping in now, Christian Walker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Walker, a native Pennsylvanian, he was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick. All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Trevor Story, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here comes the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Into the box now, David Dahl. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, the 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ready for another shot now, Nolan Arenado. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he is in there.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Standing in, Daniel Murphy, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no error. So striding in, David Peralta set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
David Peralta.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. There to make the catch is Arenado for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Up next for Arizona, Wilmer Flores. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Popped him up. Murphy is there for it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So 2 are gone now in the Diamondbacks' 4th, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Two out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that's the third out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. It's still an 8-1 ball game. So stepping in, Ryan McMahon. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Ryan McMahon.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box, he and Desmond. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Hit in the air to center field. Marte coasts under it. 1 away.
Now batting, number 58.
Striding in, number 58. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Peralta's after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The pitcher, number 21, Kyle Freeland.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the 5th. Up next, the Denver area native pitcher Kyle Freeland. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's popped up. Here comes Peralta, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's throwing the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Standing in now, Charlie Blackmon. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Boom goes the dynamite. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as the blowout continues.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Now, Trevor Story. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte has a play. And that's the 3rd out. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Rockies lead this one 11-1. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Pinch hitting for the Diamondbacks.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Number
Adam
10.
Jones will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Jones.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Hard hit ball to second. McMahon fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Now to the plate, Carson Kelly. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Marte.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail by double digits, 11-1.
Your
Matt
attention,
Andrees
please.
gets the call to
Now
pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to
Number
try to at
35,
least eat a couple of
Matt
innings for his guys.
Andrees.
Stepping up now, David Dahl. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this
The
point.
left fielder, David Dahl.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now
But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's off the left field wall. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Standing in now, Daniel Murphy. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
In now, Ryan McMahon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Striding into the box, Ian Desmond has faced Matt Andrees previously. An impressive 4 for 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Down the line and fair, that's a hit. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Ready now, number 58, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Boom goes the dynamite. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as this lead got even wider. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Charlie Blackmon has faced Matt Andriese previously. He's a perfect 2 for 2. First offering on its way. Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Ready for another chance, Trevor Story. He's set. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
David Dahl.
Stepping in now, David Dahl. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here. Into the box now, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
On a line, that's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
So coming to the plate, Daniel Murphy. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Big inning for him, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rockies are out in front, 19-1. At the plate, Steven Souza. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Number 58 over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, The more the hitters have seen you, this is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. One man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive
Now
off this
batting,
guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Christian Walker. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, and as you can see, they are way behind.